Last weekend was the first meet of the season where I'd be racing 50 freestyle on multiple occasions. To my disbelief, I swam 24.3 on the first swim, but also on the second swim, marking in exactly the same time on both 50s. In the very late hours of Friday night, 9 PM to be exact, my first race was about to happen. It was actually the 100 freestyle, but because I wanted to see where I'm at in the 50 and get the feelers out a little bit, I decided I was going to go a 50 to the hand touch and swim easy back. I opted for the Mizuno Geoxonic 6MV, my current favourite suit for sprint events, and I'm wearing my new Arena Aquaforce 3D wave cap that you can currently buy on my website, albeit it was put on really poorly and skewed with, I'm quite embarrassed to say. I got away off the blocks first time and I was a little bit worried because I knew I'd be going an all-out 50 and everyone else was racing 100, but Aiden on my left I knew would go out in a time that I was hoping to go in the 50, and I knew I was going to have a really good swim to out-touch him. I decided to go no breath here. I believed I could do it, and in fact I could do it, but it left me feeling really heavy in the last 15 and my stroke rate dropped massively. I'll be honest, I wasn't super happy with this swim. Aiden did get me on the touch. He was 24.1 to my 24.3, and as I made the slow swim back, I was thinking about how I could be better the next day. Oh hey, I didn't see you there. It's race day today, and that means I need some caffeine. And I used to go down the espresso route, but it left me jittery, and the caffeine wore off. And that's until I found Holy Energy. And they use new caffeine, which is long-lasting caffeine, so you get sustained boosted energy throughout your swim meet. And I used to love Lion's Lemonade. That was my go-to flavor. That was until they released Blueberry Bear, my new absolute favorite of all the Holy Energies. And it's coconut blueberry flavor. Let's open it up. And I'm gonna make a scoop. I've got the 53 final in a couple of hours, and it's time to caffeine up. So we're just gonna take a scoop. Look at the shaker you get when you buy a box of Holy. You get the branded shaker of your flavor. We just get a scoop of the good stuff. We pop it in. We pop the lid on. It's actually it's shiny. It's got this pearlescent shine. And the reason you get this clear shaker is so you can see the awesome colour before you taste a little bit. Oh, that's good. All right, now let's go swim fast. Use the discount code in the description to save on your first order of Holy today. Oh, I'm good.
Yeah. Hey guys, here at the World Life Centre. Got my mic, so I'm going to shout, but I'm about to warm up for my third 50 in about 15 hours. So far it's been 24.36, 24.36, and now we're going to try and go faster on the final. I swam the first 50 of the 100 last night all out. I had the heats this morning, and I'm going into the final 6 at this Plymouth National Qualifying meet. So we'll see. So that is my quickest time since 2019. So far I'm happy, and yeah, just going to try and move it on a little bit. And if you want to support the channel, check out my new race cap. The Arena Aquaforce 3D wave cap. Look at that. Fastest cap in the game. Check them out, support the channel. And yeah, I'm gonna go warm up. Is they don't know if the race is going to happen because the varsity university competition is happening in like an hour. But if I've not raced by then, it's going to be postponed till tomorrow, which I won't be here. So I'm going to get ready as if I've got a race and hope it happens.
This was my heat on Saturday morning at about 10 AM. I was going in lane 5, and because I was not happy with my heat the night before, I decided to change everything. I changed the 3D soft cap, went from the Cobra Ultras to the Cobra Edges, and I changed the Mizuno for the new Arena Primo. The worst thing that can happen for a race, to get you in a real nervous state, happened. Someone was really noisy as we were on the blocks, and we had to stand down, and it took a couple of minutes before someone who had jumped in the water got out, dried off, and we got back on the blocks to go again. I knew what I wanted to change in this race. I wanted to make sure I take a breath so that my last 15 would be faster and I'd stay on top of the water. But I didn't get as good a start, and I went way too long underwater. I added an extra dolphin kick, and even though my underwater kicking is poor, I was the last person to surface. And this really shows me having a massive deficit in the race at 25. I took the breath, which does take a lot out of my body line, but it really gave me a big push in the last 15. And my last 15 was measurably much quicker than the night before. That being said, it all added up to exactly the same time. Between these two races though, I knew what I had to do in the final, and I was super excited and believed that I could do a lot better a job.
Suited up into Mizuno prematurely. Now 4:25. I was initially meant to race at 3:40, then at 4:07. Now there's no ETA. There's a varsity meet coming in at 5 p.m. and there is 6 100 finals before me and 2 50 finals. They finished the heats probably about 5 minutes ago now. I thought they were going to roll straight into the finals because there's no time. They've not. There's a break. I can't believe it. I'm ready to go. I'm not stressed. The other 2 races I was really stressed and anxious, to be honest. Now I'm just hoping I get the race, and yeah, see if I can beat that 24.36 that I've been stuck at for 2 swims. They're bringing down stuff to this end.
Because they brought the starting equipment down to the end, when I was in my suit, I genuinely thought I was going to get to swim my final, and I was super excited to be able to do so because I knew I could do a better job. These were my first individual 50 freestyles long course in a race environment in 3 years. I knew there was going to be cobwebs that I had to blow away, and the fact that my 2 races were so different showed me that I would be able to be better when I dialed things in the final. There was a 2-stroke difference between my 2 50s. One had a breath, one didn't. One wore an arena suit, one wore a Mizuno, and I was so much more relaxed going into that final. I'll be honest, I was the most stressed I've been in a long time going into the heats, and I knew the final would be better. But alas, the race didn't happen.
Guys, but it is better that I tell you right from the outset that we can try extremely hard to get the finals in, but it's now being confirmed to us by the leisure centre that we have to finish at 4:30, and we have no capacity to go beyond. I apologise on behalf of Plymouth and Swimming Club, and I hope that you are able to be here tomorrow morning. I completely understand if that is not able to be realised. I apologise.